this is the Africa Energy Justice Convening that brings together community members, indigenous people, local communities, miners, and labor union members to discuss what does the energy justice conversation mean to them, but also at the same time, at a time when the world is decarbonizing, we are thinking about what does an energy transition mean, because everybody is talking about an energy transition, but this is happening on community lands and territories. It is happening in mining sites that miners have been, artisanal and small-scale miners have been mining over years. So really it's a discussion to say, how do we fit into this conversation? How do we seek justice for ourselves, but also how do we make sure that Africa's transformation, Africa's energy pursuit does not leave local communities, indigenous people, miners and labor unions behind.
Our interest is that when people talk about clean energy and transition, they forget about the people whose lands, whose livelihood and everything are affected by those resources. And in this we are talking about communities where their jobs and their livelihood are affected by the people who try to have access to either the solar panels or hydropower or the critical minerals.
Africa, it's not like a climate change problem. If you look at it properly, you'll see that it is a solution to the world. And if we have that framing, if you look at DRC, look at its water resources, look at its minerals, look at its forestry and land and so forth, you'll see that it is a solution country to the crisis, to the climate crisis. And if we frame that way, we won't have a lot of problems in terms of shaping the narrative.
We think it's long overdue that we begin to develop our own voice, our own muscle, and that we begin to develop our own strategy and program as far as transition or critical minerals are concerned. We've been left outside of the conversation. Everybody in the global north has been having this conversation without Africa.
We discussed how communities can benefit from energy contracts and the critical minerals, and we put in place strategies which we will take back and also create awareness to our communities and make sure that we advocate for a community agreement that will benefit our community.
The profit and resources, I'm talking about the renewables, the land, the water, the sun, are flowing to the north, while our countries in the global south are struggling from the social economic costs of these kind of projects. We are talking of using vast amount of lands. We are talking about using the desalination seawater to export the green hydrogen to the industrial core in European countries like Germany.
I'm expecting that with what has happened, when we go back, we're going to have our communities being on the table in terms of driving the project, energy justice, so they can actually understand and appreciate what energy transition and justice means for frontline communities.
Mimi ni mtetezi, ninafanya ile kazi juu ya ile makomuniti nikala kando kando ya madini. Alors wakati tunaikala huku tunazungumuza, tunaona gisi gani tunaweza kufanya juu ya kuweza kusaidia wale watu wote wanajikuta ndani ya ile magumu, kwa mfano yulu ya madini.
Sasa kwa hivyo sisi tuko shida kubwa na bado makampuni zinakuja ambaye tuhusishwe kama mama. Sisi hakuna mtu anahusisha sisi, tunaona tu kitu inaendelea, wanachukua kwa nguvu kifua, wanatumia kifua kushukua kwa kifua. Hata wasomi wajulishi wasomi, baadaye watoto wanakuja wanaona. Kila wakati tunaambiwa ekas, hatujui maana ekas ni nini. Kumbe ekas ni kumaanisha wamechukua ardhi kubwa. Kwa hivyo hapo tunaumia sana tukiwa wafugaji.
This will help communities and also our countries, this inclusion, this involvement on this those space. Because it will touch the health issues, nutrition issues, and also economic issues.
So the incorporation of art in any discussion is very, very crucial. Through this art, whatever is being said can be stored in a mural, in graphic recording, and can be referred to as a repository for maybe future engagements or even sparking debates, because art is meant to disturb the ones who are calm and calm those who are disturbed. So it's very crucial to have art here.
The exciting part about this Frontlines conversations is that we've brought almost 25 countries together. You know, we have the Sahel, of the 3 countries of the Sahel, we have Chad, we have Mozambique, Southern Africa is here, you know, Namibia, Botswana, we have Eastern Africa, we have Tunisia, and so it really showcasing that Africa is leading a conversation around energy transition, but we want to make sure that the African citizens are actually the ones leading the conversation and they're not on the periphery of this discussion.